Так, ну вот и все. Всем здрасте. Сегодня это будет, скорее всего, последний стрим по Fallout 4, потому что я уже все, уже там, ну, можно сказать, на финишной прямой. Вот, то есть, как бы, у меня там уже пошли конкретные задания по проникновению в институт. То есть в институте уже появился я, все как бы, то есть я сохранился, по-моему, если не ошибаюсь, на выходе из лифта. Вот, и, соответственно, как бы сегодня я намерен закончить сюжетку Fallout 4. Я, конечно, хотел ее растянуть до 100-го уровня, чтобы прокачать необходимые мне перки, но это долго. И уже просто нет тех заданий, которые я могу выполнить, чтобы набрать необходимое количество опыта и набрать необходимое количество крышек, там, очков и так далее. То есть я не вижу смысла качаться дальше вот этими вот, блядь, повторяющимися квестами. Вот, поэтому я закончу стрим по Fallout и сразу же начну новый. И, скорее всего, это будет стрим по танкам. Но пока ничего не обещаю. Итак, поехали, что ли? Да, я отключил к херам полностью музыку. Просто потому что YouTube заебал закрывать мои видяшки. Я их нахуй послать только могу.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really
Who
you?
are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are
What's
you?
going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
Go away! Father! Father, help me! There's someone here! Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your mother. Just talk to me. Just open the door.
Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father. That's your name? Your
Father
title?
is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son. To Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my
He's
son?
here, in the Institute. Closer than you. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity, and it's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. Here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never scientific curiosity, and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took
In a manner
you.
of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. The Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell exactly what in the Commonwealth. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes, I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to the Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit Institute technology prolonged his life and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some else can I say, to ease your mind.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was, I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that, with old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. What matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done.
It's the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interests at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
Самый трудный выбор. Да, нет, да, нет, да, нет, да, нет. Наверное, все-таки да. Содружество с институтом лучше будет, чем с
I
простым
hope you're
ставить.
not too overwhelmed.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Ладно, чё? Так. Охренеть.
Useless.
Useless.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive
That's
servo.
the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespan. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3
There we
roll
go.
out.
All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
Excuse me, Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him
Now
safe.
that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great... Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any... As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Glad you made it. Keep it a little longer.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Good morning. Would you care for some pre-processed nutritional supplements?
I'll take a look. Sure.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Ну иди нахуй отсюда. Так, надо вот сюда.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the
They're still
subject.
people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well, I suppose you're right.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the...
Right.
I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential...
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, the initiative is still in its early stages. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
Да господи, а.
It's all right. No hurry.
Блин.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care?
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself. He's our top biologist and also serves as...
Right.
Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay... You won't find better...
Так, ладно. С этим я познакомился. О-о-о. О, нашел. Я просто не помню, куда тут правильно идти-то. Нет, не туда. Возвращаемся.
Sweet.
Гальва, нокаутер, вока, блядь. Ой, без пол-литра ты и не выговоришь даже. Так, все.
Got it.
Ой, а это куда я попал?
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Nice.
Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
Пригодится. А, о! Ой. Стоп, у меня что, гранат нету, что ли, вообще?
Detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated.
Так, я их обе снес.
Scanning.
А, менеджер, здорово. Да, отлично, у меня все хорошо. Завершаю стрим. Ну как завершаю стрим? В смысле, что это? Завершаю серию стримов по Fallout. Сейчас, получается, уже конкретно закрываю последние задания. И все. У тебя как дела?
That's it.
А, кошки убитые. Блядь. А, понял. Как-то так. Кровище. О, как повезло.
Sweet.
Кошатин. Блять. Лучше бы я сюда не заходил.
Nice.
О, Супер мутант. Жалко кошечку. Так. Здесь сюда, все. О-о-о! Send. Ой.
Yes.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist if he won't see reason? Then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. Find this after I'm gone. Know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. I'm going to make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'll have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find everything that we've done. The lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
То есть, короче, раньше институт выращивал супермутантов. Охуенно. Ой, сказал Зайка. Отключить.
Got it.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Hello. Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to
the
rules
protocol,
and
sir.
policies.
Authorized personnel
So
only.
Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally
I'll
unacceptable.
pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Сивнул, молодец.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together. They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as
Here
it
we're
is
about to
between
get a new
us
suit
and pretty
from-
much all the
You
other
going
departments.
soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. Constant vigilance is vital to preventing synth escapes.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously. Doctor?
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, You're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra
It's nothing
precautions. I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines.
As to why they're escaping?
That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are... But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. Now, unless you need something else,
I'd like to know more about the synth.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and we then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Стоп. Чё это я это не посмотрел? А, ну вот, типа. Вот здесь вот, типа, их это расхуячивают.
So much research, so little time.
Пошли дальше.
Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Hi.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to. How about you take some time to get comfortable? In the meantime, we'll do that checkup. Take care of yourself.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Safety first. Remember that.
Well, that was productive. It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept by high-energy weapons. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted... I really hope you'll stay...
Я отжал у вас все вооружение.
Huh?
Yes?
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, yes, I know who you are. We all do. Well, I'm sure Father...
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while. Before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A courser chip? What's it
The
do?
same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, in case the significance is lost on you, if nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust.
Right.
Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't
Taking
mind.
your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child's. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful.
Пустите меня! Сука! Я так понимаю, с какого-то из пультов.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
Huh? Yes?
Так.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that. Hello.
Так, ладно.
Please don't get any germs on me. Theoretical limits are
Synth
made
unit,
to be broken.
you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like
Nothing
to
to
report?
report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao
Yes, I
mistaken?
mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting
Was
it
that
down.
a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be
Sir,
reset.
I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen
See that
again.
it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your
Good to
duty.
see you.
Сука.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Scanning. Subject identified. My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
Yes, sir.
First things first. How do I get back to the
The
surface?
same way you got in. You are not a prisoner here. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources. Unfortunately, no advancement, as remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous, with the superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
So it's like every other wonder gizmo ever invented.
Have faith. Let me show you how we do. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named under his leadership. The Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in it.
Бля, почему у меня задачи-то не выделяются? А, идиот. Так, ладно.
It's stuck.
Странная хуйня. Я при всем при этом остаюсь стоять. Короче, ладно.
Hello.
Huh?
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember?
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is gonna be encrypted. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got.
Так, ладно.
So,
Окей. Либерталия.
We're not alone.
Target located.
Ow.
Take no prisoners.
I think we're right.
gotcha.
No mercy. Shit.
I'm already bored.
You call this a fight?
Target down.
Охуенно.
You're already dead. Don't forget to check your ammo.
Чего он его завалил? Кто в натуре? Прости, чувак. У меня как бы немножко другие задачи.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard.
What do we know about this?
Designation B592 is holed up in the... He's probably got his best fighters with him. So...
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am. My orders are to help you capture the synth in the Bertalia. I'll be waiting when you're ready. Better make your peace. Just drop, will you? I've got things to do. someone else here.
А, вон. Сука, не упал. Ух ты, блядь. Это кто и откуда по мне ебанул? сука, повезло тебе. А дальности не хватает, походу. Хватило.
What the hell was that?
О.
Nothing.
Так, стоп. У меня же есть один уровень. Я как раз хотел с гранатами работать. Нет то. У меня кончилась граната. Хуево. Стоп.
I must have a concussion. I'm fucking serious.
Нет. Ладно, хер с ним.
Who's out there? Hey, who's there?
Мне больше всего интересно, убил ли я того, кто у меня ширился ядерным минометом. О! Здравствуй. Да. А, вот у меня как раз труп туда свалился. В этот корабль. Нет, это был не. Тихо. А! Иди нахер. Стоп. Как подниматься дальше? Я не помню. А, дурак. Вот он. Я его убил. Сука.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
What is it?
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to...
Well, he might not be alone up there. That's all, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
Well done. My gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents of the Institute. Just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592 initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
What? You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him! Take them out!
Good. I was starting to get bored. Nice work, man. I'll take the synth. This is X688. Ready to relay with reclaimed synth B592.
Как говорится, дос-видос. Так, ой, не то. Теперь мне нужно вернуться в институт. Радиомаяк, убежище 88. Кстати, вот что я забыл-то посмотреть. А что ты хочешь тогда? Так, ага. Здесь вот воду надо добавить. А, понятно.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just a part.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat... But enough about that. The task is done. And I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. While you were away, I had quarters. You'll find all the basic necessities. Go and have a look.
Ой, не туда.
Now you'll have a place to stay that's far safer than any on the surface.
А, на той стороне, ну да.
Your new quarters are here, ma'am. When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you.
Жалко, нельзя использовать. Так-то, конечно, было лучше Жека. Так, ладно, хер с ним. Семейка, блядь.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Нельзя мне выйти на до. Не туда. Ой. Так, сейчас поднимемся. Перейдем в чувств.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Ай. Пол. А. Да ладно. Я вернулся, что ли, сюда?
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Так, ну что, так спущусь. Не туда.
Ah, hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I try and talk it out, see if things...
An admirable goal. And yet,
Right.
the group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several... They no doubt mean to free these synths. In their delusion, you've been in contact with the Railroad.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is
You
right.
dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish... Usually they are a minor nuisance. But lately, I'm afraid we've reached a point where a response... We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old bunk. But it's important that we act on this soon. Before the... We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Hey, I'll act quickly.
You'll have a contact waiting for you.
Hmm.
Подземку, потому что надо делать союзниками.
Pam wants to talk with you. She's in back.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. You must feel justifiably proud of what you're... Eventually, the Minutemen will devise, but I doubt your soldiers will place... I'm counting on you being as...
You think the
The Minutemen are,
Sure.
and time again, that
Mhm.
the synths are tangible receptacles of their hatred of the
I'll stick with my people.
Of course I'm disappointed. But hope...
We're all the synths got.
Desdemona.
Please, work with us. Ah! Shit! I've been hit! I'll work with you. You have no idea how. What I'm about to tell you is there's a man, or woman, we're not sure. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way. So you need to infiltrate the. How do I make. Tom devised a way to. We can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal. Sure. Just see Tom.
Oh, man, you were actually there? Inside the belly of the beast? No time for that, though. Let's set you up to contact Patriot. I got here one genuine Tinker Time special. Just load her up onto a holotape, plug her into any Institute terminal, and execute.
Так, еще к Пэм надо подойти. Что-то она там.
You got Tom's camera online? The runners are going to find that very useful. Pam, too.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those four. Maintaining your cover is vital.
How much damage would
We're running out of places to hide our synths. That's why we put some. So what would we lose? 4 synths? Stockton? Some of our best agents? We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard.
Oh, is that all?
Nope. Just, we can't attack too early.
Не то нажал.
We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring. You'll probably have a courser escort. You'll have to take them down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Is all this real?
We can't afford to sacrifice Stockton and the synths. There's just too. It's a risk.
Вот я не помню. Если продолжить выполнять это задание, по-моему, я проебу хорошие отношения с институтом.
Have you met with Patriot yet?
Так, тан-тан-тан-тан-тан. Вот он.
Confirming presence of rogue variable dispensing data. There are 3 independent reports of courser analysis completed based on target's activity pattern. Conclusion. The stopgap solution.
Go on.
Target designated Courser Alpha. Eliminate Courser variable, leaving no.
Hey, it's Fixer! Fixer's back!
Там сейчас пиздец будет из Братства Стали, из Подземки, Охотники, Синты. Сейчас все соберутся там. Тут сейчас такой пиздос будет.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. But the situation appears to have escalated. We move in, secure the synths, and...
Shouldn't we try to avoid killing anyone?
Irrelevant. Any threats between us and the target... Here are the recall codes. SRB intelligence reports. The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Don't have the key.
Я же открыл, я же... Вау. Ого. Так, да это как бы не кажется. Мне интересно, если я брат с старым буду убивать. Блядь, а как он так? А, видите. Так. Попробуем подняться туда, потому что я зайти не могу. А по кому они стреляют? А.
Let's do this. You crazy?
That's
over.
Hi, how are you?
Huh? Yes.
Что-то я сейчас не понял. Ну это выход. А к этим-то как попасть?
Hey.
I can't believe you'd do that for us. Thank you.
Надо потом не забыть откатиться к тому сохранению. Я потому что не помню, что предстоит.
Hill is ours.
Oh no!
Да, мне интересно просто. Да и... Не помню я, как туда пройти. Насрать.
Sean?
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies.
So why come out here?
To put things in standing here. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. Both of us, really.
Right? They kept me alive?
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. Well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was it only made sense that my parents should fill that role. I'll admit, when I had you released from to not only do so, extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. An experiment. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? Perhaps most curious to me, would you?
Sean.
I can see that you do. It's soon, I hope. I hope. A future which I hope is not. Bunker Hill did not go well for us.
It's my fault. I wasn't able to complete the mission.
I gave you this opportunity to prove yourself. That will now be significantly harder. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable, and to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this. They had no way. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. But I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Так, если я правильно понимаю, то сейчас у меня, в принципе... Ой, не то. Так. Окей. Перемещаемся. Посмотрим, что получится. Там, по идее, сейчас должны...
Nice work bringing that road synth back.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Понял вас.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's... well, it's important.
Там, no problem. Ты только веди меня, ёпт. Шагай уже.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about phase 3?
What's phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen, I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean reach.
Sure.
With every advance the Institute makes, many compromises and sacrifices.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others, on our surroundings. That time Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
That's the reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, while I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling
yes,
herself.
but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am done.
Can't be serious.
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly. I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your... That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Есть единственная проблема.
I'm not even doing anything.
У меня, когда я проходил пиратку, было, короче, что Паладин Данс это тоже синт. Вот, и, короче, это, типа его спасти надо было. Но что-то сейчас как-то я, видимо, не то сделал. Так, шифрованную голозапись надо запустить на любом из терминалов института. Ближайший. Нет, не то. Нужен невзламываемый термин. Да, свалился нахер.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you have.
Оу, ух ты. Вот это я возьму. Нагрудник синта второго поколения.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Стоп, терминал.
I'm trying to learn chess, but the computer always beats me.
А ты что тут делаешь? Ладно, я, блядь, шарик тут ищу, всякую хуйню собираю. Ладно. Закинем. Здесь терминал уже есть где-то. Стоп. О. Точно. Там терминал есть. Не понял.
Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful. I just Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure any...
A friend named
He must have had some serious... Your message was only one word.
The railroad sent me to look for someone they call...
What? And they gave me a code name? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone... I hoped the railroad got to some of them.
You've saved a lot of...
So much to take in, with you in the picture. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface, but that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. That doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know?
Шевелись, блин.
C-114, it's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. She's a friend. She's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared.
That's what the railroad does, Z1.
I've never met another human willing to help.
Right now.
Help the ones I know for certain.
That'll take forever. Let's free them.
I would do anything for my people. It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that...
If I...
Yes.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. You're willing to help, right?
Of course I'll help.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revel. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors. The problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's... But if you could get me a pre-war admin...
Right.
Where would I find...
Unfortunately, I don't... The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago. But some... Ask your friends in the realm.
Sure.
Я не помню, какое задание становится невозвратным. Честно. Просто не помню.
Half of you know this already, but something so big, I can't ask people to keep it secret. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the
Is this
Institute.
what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related.
А, вот, сейчас надо
The device
убедить
and
их
assembly
остаться
was the Wanderer's
After the
doing.
device
stороне
was assembled,
института. She made it inside the Institute and then
Where is
back
the
out.
Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so...
What did she find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this. The ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of, so get it done.
You need to hit the dead drops.
Desdemona.
Have you met with Patriot yet?
I met Patriot.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of... Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're...
I'm very busy.
Systems locked. Building statistical model for Operation Tea Party.
Pam.
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by survival structures. Bergman. Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81% chance of login credentials being located at this facility.
Thanks, Pam.
Complement detect.
After you get the password report back here.
Одно хорошо. Из подземки, как и из института, можно перемещаться. И не париться. Кого там защищать, я не понимаю. Они там, блядь, там 4 робота, блядь. Хуйня какая-то.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Employment Opportunities.
Sure.
Let's begin the interview. Due to increased demands for staff in all fields, question 1. Do you possess previous...
Sounds like you need me regardless, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Calculating test results. I am pleased to offer you the position. Would you like the orientation?
No, let's just...
Due to staffing needs, we can Please follow me to the research lab so that you may begin your work. Complimentary beverages are provided for employees. Please label any food or cigarettes you leave in the break room. Sales staff are provided with a business suit, the cost of which will be deducted from your first commission. Please take a moment to dress in your proper work attire and follow me into the clean room. The research staff will greet you on the other side of the clean room. Thank you for your attention, and welcome to the team. Please enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones. Consequently, staff will not be allowed to leave the labs until the piezonucleic lining project has been completed. Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolen, for specific research assignments. Starting decontamination sequence.
Decontamination.
Гули. Здесь ничего интересного не будет. Так, ладно.
There we go.
Я так и думал. Что еще? Чё? Опять. Стоп, почему светится? работать здесь. О, понятно все. Вот, да, здесь. Блядь. Падаль, напугала. Требуется радиоактивный изотоп. Он как раз здесь. Я не могу быстрое сохранение использовать, потому что у меня быстрое сохранение вот здесь. О, вот я дебил. Ну ладно. Ой, не сюда. У меня кто-то там наверху. Ладно, потом убью. Левый галлий, правый соляная кислота нужно. О. Гибрид лития и золото. Ёпт. Я так понимаю, мне надо куда-то, наверное. Да? Это не то. Если мы наверху пошаримся.
Hell yeah.
Не понял. Вот вообще ничего не понял. А, так это где? О, нихуя. Не буду открывать, мне нахуй не нужен. Короче, что-то не то. Где я это все возьму? Вот у меня главный вопрос. Стоп. О. Вот оно. Иврит лития вольфрам. Сука. Стоп. Гибрид лития, золото. Золото надо. Все, другого здесь ничего нет. Кобальт. Ты издеваешься? Я все уже обшмонал, алло. Наконец-то.
Perfect.
Вау. Ой, не туда. Так, блин. Ух. Ух ты, 2 часа уже стрим идет. Так. Так. Они сами сделали. Так.
Make sure you're never followed here. It's all our.
I got the Code Defender password for Patriot.
Excellent work. On our side, we've gone through your report. Our final analysis indicates if we stage a mass breakout, Patriot's 13. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue.
That's a bold.
We can't wait. The Institute will. So the heart of our problem is manpower. Even if we talk with C-114, if the.
Even with synth allies.
The synths greatly outnumber the scientists. If enough of them rebel, then we use that turmoil to evacuate everyone we can. It will, as much as we owe Patriot. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him. Good luck. We're all with you.
Это будет очень интересно. В общем, короче, если у меня все это приведет сейчас к потере... Короче, если это все сейчас приведет меня к потере, Доверие к институту.
You
Вот
must speak
тогда
quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements, but
A better plan is to use this opportunity to.
and I thought Mr. Benet's plan. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom, but enough to face all the guards? Yes. Even if most don't join them, but we should be prepared for some.
All people want to be free. They just need the opportunity to take
The
it.
railroad inspires everyone like you do. The SRB is one. You will give my people an opportunity. I admire Mr. Benet a great deal. We can't tell. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got you your username and password.
I'm trying to learn chess.
Oops.
But the computer always beats me.
Oops. Я не специально. Я не специально его убил, честно. Да.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
What the hell is this operation about?
Hey, relax. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor on,
Right.
we're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means you're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a...
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it.
Is that really necessary?
Yes, it really is. Not only is this tech sensitive, it's old. Look.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but this device we're after, it's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I...
Sure.
So, are you going to put up a...
Sounds good.
Not as much as I'd... But here we are, with our... Not to put more pressure on. We don't want them getting the agitator. Head on up to the relay.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made, but tell me.
A better.
Of course, but enough to fix. Yes, but
All people.
if the railroad inspires everyone, we will give my people. I will talk.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really don't hook. So,
This is a delicate operation.
good question. If we find ourselves, we can't risk.
Here you
Great. Z-114 is working the atrium again.
Так, подождать 1 минут. I need to bed.
Bet it's pretty boring down here compared to up there.
I need to bed. Ага, Уинки. Если бы я еще помнил, где моя кровать, было бы вообще классно. Сука.
I was surprised when Father named you as his successor, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Супер.
I have every confidence you'll make a fine director.
Пойдемте. Нет. Да, я пришел правильно. Вот что. Стоп, что за задача? А описание это будет? Понятно. Так. Где моя кровать?
It's stuck.
Что-то какая-то странная херня, конечно, получается. Я не помню, как туда пройти. Вообще. А, по-моему, на второй этаж, что ли? Ну, в смысле, на этот, на верхний. Так, вот это не то. Это не то. Нет, значит, ниже. Наоборот. Херня.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Мать твою. Ёбаный институт.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
I must be the luckiest synth in the Institute.
Ну-ка, я могу просто посидеть. Во! Ага, понятно. Сейчас посмотрим. О.
I asked my friends if they'd take up arms for their freedom. I was surprised at the number of volunteers. Perhaps once the fighting begins, many others will join us. We will fight and die very quickly unless we have weapons. Given the right materials, we can make our own crude but serviceable weapon.
I have weapon.
Excellent. Deposit anything you can spare in maintenance closet 3B. But, so the ingredient...
Tell me how I can help.
We've come up. The Institute's always expanding. The mining equipment has been packed into crates, and they haven't been moved yet. Thanks to Mr. Binet, the construction crew is populated solely by my friends. How do you feel about...
I'll do it.
After you eliminate the guard, to the SRB it will be... And then, our dead friend...
Кстати, да.
That project you helped with, it's coming along. You understand, right?
Короче, я не понимаю, что я делаю не так, потому что на моей памяти все было немножко по-другому. Что-то где-то я сделал неправильно. И учитывая то, что уже длится как бы нормальное количество времени, наверное, я закончу. Буду продолжать потом. Я потом разберусь, где я что не так сделал. И попробую сохранение все-таки удержать. Ой, ладно. Ой, ё-моё. В любом случае, всем, кто смотрел, большое спасибо. И всем пока.